Welcome to Information Literacy 2 workshop. This workshop continues on where the first information literacy workshop left off. So before beginning this workshop, double check to make sure that you've completed the first one. In that first workshop, we discussed the difference between using websites and online databases. We discussed issues such as plagiarism, and we talked about correct citation methods. So make sure you have that background before continuing with this. For those of you that have continued, our first step is how to use a database to brainstorm for topics. So sometimes you're in class and your teacher might ask you to choose a topic for an essay or a research project, and sometimes it's hard to come up with a topic on your own. This is a great time to use a database to help you find a topic, and I'd like to show you how to do this. To find the online database that's available to all Minnesota Online students and faculty, sign into Blackboard and then click on Student Activities. Over on the left side menu, click on the Media Center. Now the Media Center has lots of resources and you're free to use any of those at any time. But for this assignment, I'd like you to focus in on using the Opposing Viewpoints and Context database. And again, this is free for anyone at Minnesota Online to use. And when you first sign in, you'll be prompted to add a password. And the password is lowercase MNOHS. You do not need to enter a username. So once you get signed in, you'll see a home page that looks similar to this. And there are plenty of places to get started in finding a topic just right on the home page. The first thing that you'll see is a section called Issues of Interest. And these are very current hot topics. A lot of times these have been recently updated in the database. So you can click through those. You see that there's the climate change issue, talking about the impeachment, and e-cigarettes and vapor products. If none of those topics appeal to you, the second place you can look is to just scroll down a little bit under a section called Browse Issues. And you can see that these are separated into subtopics. Now these subtopics aren't topics themselves. So for example, you wouldn't want to say my topic is health and medicine, because that's just too much to handle in a single project or an essay. But you can see underneath, these are topics that you could use in a research project. So for example, school start times. You've probably heard the argument that for teenagers, school should start later in the day so that teens can get more sleep instead of getting up super early in the morning. You can see that there are many different topics listed here. Any of these that you see the updated icon next to means that they've recently added articles and they've updated the information. And in some cases, you might even find a brand new topic. So mass extinctions is a brand new topic. If these don't appeal to you, then you can also choose to browse all 476 issues. So you can get to that alphabetical list by either clicking here, or if you go up to the top of the page, you can also browse issues here. This brings you to a large alphabetical list of possible topics. And if any of these sound interesting to you, then you can click on them. And the really cool thing about this database and using it to help you brainstorm for a topic is that it's important to know a little bit about your topic, get a good overview of it before you make your final choice. So when you're using this database, notice that it gives you an overview right from the start. It'll give you some background information. It'll highlight main ideas that are involved in that issue. And it will tell you what the current pros and cons are for that issue. So you can see this is a really nice place to stop as a first stop when you are trying to choose that topic. So for me, for this workshop, I'm going to go back and I am going to choose one of those hot topics that we saw on the very first page. I am going to choose e-cigarettes and vapor products, mainly because I've been hearing about this every day on the news and how it's affecting especially Minnesota teenagers. So I am going to do some exploration on this topic and start here by reading the overview on it. For you, for this assignment, I want you to continue browsing in the Opposing Viewpoints database and choose a topic that you're interested in. Let me know what that topic is in your journal entry, and then give me some explanation of why this topic sounds interesting to you and a little bit of the background that you've learned about it.